Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Colin McHugh is on the mound for game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Eduardo Nunez strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Minnesota, shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, this is a team that just knocks the walls down. They lead the league in doubles already, and you keep producing those extra base hits, you're going to produce a lot of wins.
Danny Santana will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Swing hard liner to left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Here's Miguel Sano. To short, hit hard. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Carlos Gomez, he's a Gold Glove winner out there in that outfield. Very entertaining to watch. Very demonstrative, very athletic, and can make plays that you don't see many outfielders make.
Now that's popped up. Valbuena is there for it. And the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Ervin Santana is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
In there, strike one. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. And taken in out there for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I can't wait to see Colby Rasmussen, that hair, play. Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers in this lineup. And if he can continue that level of production, it's going to go a long way toward helping this team win ball games.
Santana looks in. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Grounded to short. Nunez is up with it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
On the move is Gomez, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, it winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Trevor Plouffe will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Lifted in the air to center. Gomez giving chase. 2 down.
Batting 8.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Eddie Rosario will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. McHugh sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Gomez to the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Kurt Suzuki will step in now. Currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, but with a chance to add to his total early on.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
And he lays off there 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. This is line to left. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw into second. And he is in there.
The batter, number 9.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitters count, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Here's a liner caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. The Twins are in front, 1-0. Colby Rasmus will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Ready on 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Rasmus becomes out number 1.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Evan Gattis steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. 2 out with the man at first. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
High and deep to straightaway right. Sano ranging back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Batting 8th, first baseman.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Batting 9th, catcher.
Into the box, Max Stassi. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
3 runs already home here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Leading off the inning, Danny Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Danny Santana.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. McHugh's ready. Here's the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Sinking liner toward left, and a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we check out the Twins leaderboard, you can see he currently sits third on the ball club in that category.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
He's set. Here it comes. Miguel Sano is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now, after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make them get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and he dropped the baseball.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Rasmus is there. Let's see if they test it. And a relay home. And the tag will come too late as he scores to make it a 3-2 game now.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Joe Mauer is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Good curveball. Strike 2. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Gomez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 3 and the Twins 2. Jose Altuve digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Into the windup and the pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He definitely doesn't want a redo of that second inning, so it'd help him immensely if he could get the leadoff man here.
Bounced weakly near the plate. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Carlos Gomez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
3rd inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Fastball called for strike 2.
I got the count 0-2.
And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's 1 away.
No big surprise here with the runner on first base and nobody out. They're going to work him down in the strike zone to try to get that ground ball. But hey, strikeouts are good.
Here's Carlos Correa now. There goes Altuve. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year.
Yeah, Matt, you can see here, they've been tearing it up. Best in the American League. They've definitely got some burners on the roster. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to be able to create some offense with your legs. Really puts a pressure on the opposing pitchers to try and hold them at bay.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now, is this one of those situations where you'd maybe think about taking third here as well?
Well, you probably don't do it with nobody out, and you definitely don't do it with 2 out. So if there was a time to go, this is probably it.
Here's the 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. 3-2 now.
One out and a runner on second base. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Houston, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Trevor Plouffe, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Eddie Rosario strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
McHugh pauses. First pitch on the way. Chopped foul wide of first. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. High and deep to right center. Gomez going back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The catcher, number 8.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. High and deep to left center field. Gomez ranging back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
The batter, number
Stepping
9,
in now,
shortstop,
Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez.
As he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. He singled his last time up. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
You know, pitching coaches preach throwing first pitch strikes, and he's done that around 70% of the time today. So that's one of the reasons he's not doing well.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Line softly toward the hole, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Not an easy play out there. You hear that phrase, make sure your first step is back. But he might have got fooled there just a little bit because this is a big swing, but just a little looper. He manages to charge straight in and make the play.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Drilled on the ground to short. Correa is right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Twins do strike for three, all coming on this three-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 5-3 Twins. Leading off the inning, George Springer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. Mauer over to his left, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Our next broadcast, you see it there. We're off to Atlanta after the ball game for a date with the Braves. There's the pitching matchup in game 1, and we'll have the entire series for you in HD on the show. At the plate, Evan Gattis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
2 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So very nice work there by Santana. His club's holding a 5-3 lead. Oswaldo Arcia heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Number 31, Oswaldo Arcia.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rasmus has a play. One away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Now to the plate, Brian Dozier earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. McHugh gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. High and deep to right center field. Gomez looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's now 6-3.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
So here's Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gomez on the run. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Boy, this is very close to being a foul ball, but a nice job by the first base umpire getting down there and getting the call right. And this is going to get down toward the corner and wind up a hard-hit double.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Dan Straley is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. For Plouffe, the double is his 8th of the season so far. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Kurt Suzuki digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Fly ball out toward left center field. In there, a base hit. And they'll have to play this out around the 362 sign. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit. This is out over the plate, and he knows just what to do with it. Drives this one to right field and picks up that RBI from third.
Danny Santana will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the Astros 3. Leading off the inning, John Singleton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
In now, Max Stassi, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Jose Altuve steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And Santana with a rare display of wildness there as it's back to the screen. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Boy, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is. And now the wild pitch is going to make things even tougher, as that'll move 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Here it comes on 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
2-2.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
These will add up. I mean, in that spot, a single gets you 2 runs, and heck, just putting it in play probably gets you 1. Instead, he comes back to the dugout with nothing.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Hit down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Weakly hit towards first. Mauer fields it cleanly, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Miguel Sano will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here, now 2 away.
Oh, pretty flashy with the leather right there. This is all the way over on the second base side of the bag. And if he decides to leave this one for the second baseman, forget about it. It's a base hit.
Brian Dozier will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. To short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Leading off the inning, Colby Rasmus, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Colby Rasmus.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
Santana gets the sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Slow roller back to the mound. And he'll reach first safely.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
Here's George Springer as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. The next pitch will be number 74 for Santana here tonight. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you've got to make him put it in play.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Evan Gaddis now standing in as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Garcia going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Luis Valbuena will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
And he lays off for ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down, and they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
John Singleton steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 8-5. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Tony Sipp is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Tony Sipp.
In now, Joe Mauer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Leading off for Minnesota, first baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Looped out toward third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, and this ball is going to get on you quickly down there at the hot corner. That's why they call it the hot corner. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to think about it, and this is all instinct. He goes up the ladder, pulls it down quickly. Nice timing.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Eddie Rosario steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. But fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Have a night. 4 trips to the plate, 4 hits. They can't get him out.
Kurt Suzuki will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Gomez ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and the runner from second is in to score. In to score is the runner from first.
Well, that's 2 more RBIs there. Gives him 6 now in the ball game. It's been a one-man wrecking crew all night long.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 35.
Eduardo Nunez will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. For Suzuki, that's now 10 doubles for him on the season. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Runner at second here with one man out. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Drilled to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
At the plate, Danny Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here, hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Rasmus. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Wow, this has to be some miscommunication or some kind of cross signals because I don't get this at all. And that ball is more than deep enough to score the runner from third, but he doesn't want to risk it. I mean, he could have crawled on all fours and still made it home.
Miguel Sano steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat and one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Gomez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. It's the Twins 10 and the Astros 5. Leading off the inning, Max Stassi. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Casey Fiend will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Casey Fiend.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hot shot to third. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Well, let's take a look at that play at first here in show motion. He's close to making a great save here. You can see him try to backhand it, but it doesn't quite want to stay in the glove. May have hit him more in the palm, and he can't prevent the throwing error.
Jose Altuve will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Gonna be a tough play. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that 1 out on the tag. Now, you don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
Carlos Gomez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Tap fouled at home plate. 1 out and a runner on second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Popped high in the air. Nunez settles under it near second, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Oswaldo Arcia comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
The left fielder, number 31, Oswaldo Arcia.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle, and this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Brian Dozier is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Two-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. A rare 3-0 curveball drops in. 3-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Joe Mauer struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0-for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. One and two, here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gomez on the move, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. Trevor Plouffe will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Smoked on the ground left side. And that is through into left field. A base hit. Rasmus able to get it back in, and that's going to hold the runner at 3rd base.
Well, here we are. It's the 2nd month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Eddie Rosario will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And this guy's been in situations like this so many times before. He's got plenty to call on upstairs to try to help him work out of this jam.
Hard liner to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And he's safe. On the throw from Gomez is there. He's out at the plate.
Well, the runner from 3rd winds up just walking home on the base hit here, but they try to wave the 2nd runner in, and a good throw is going to wind up nailing him at home plate.
Kurt Suzuki will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. To 3rd. Valbuena's got it. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Twins are out in front, 11-5. Leading off the inning, Colby Rasmus. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder.
Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. George Springer ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Off the plate and low here, ball one. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to third. There's Plouffe. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. And you'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. Over to Nunez for the force, and that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. We played 8 full. Minnesota leads this one 11-5. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Ken Giles come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Giles is ready. Here he comes 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. To his right, Valbuena. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Danny Santana will stand in. He flew out his last time up. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Miguel Sano digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
A 1 pitch on its way. Shot toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Oswaldo Arcia digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Boy, and they've had his number all through this one. He's now 1 for 6 in this ball game. Man, that hurts.
So coming to the plate, Brian Dozier. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
He waits. Now the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. A man at third with one away. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base, and now with two away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
Joe Mauer is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. The man on third with two down. And it's quickly 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gomez racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. In to score, the runner from third.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. You can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
Will Harris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Trevor Plouffe will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and two away.
Well, he's already got 3 hits in this game coming into this at-bat, so we'll see if he can get that 4th now against this new guy.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Valbuena scoops it up, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Twins are in front, 14-5. John Singleton will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Dozier has it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Into the box now, Max Stassi, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, I would think he was due just to pitch an inning or so, but he's pitching pretty darn well, so why not stretch him out a bit? It's been working so far.
Jose Altuve strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Kurt Suzuki. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 14-5. Good night from Houston.